Yeah, I know what type of time I'm on when I step in the scene, man. Had them bottles ready, had them sparkles ready. It's gonna be a good night. Last time around, it was different. Somebody tell them pay attention, nigga.
And there you go.
John, you would have shot that guy if he would have punched your mother like that?
If I had a gun on me, yeah.
So you agree with the charges being dropped?
Listen,
Oh shit. John about to side with the
no. It's just it's a tricky situation because in all honesty, what he did was still like what the guy who did was wrong, and a little kid did what. And it was not like it was like a grown person that was with the mom. You know what I'm trying to say? I just feel like certain things in life, certain stuff could be handled. It could be handled with a fist fight and everybody go their separate way. Like a fair fist fight, boom, and go separate ways. That's fine. But I was seeing that. I didn't see like the full video, but you've seen that video. The man was thing. I didn't see what the boy looked like. I don't think they're gonna show what the boy looked like because he was 14 years old.
Yeah, mine.
No, they have photos of the boy. He's fairly skinny, fairly
Yeah,
he
but
looks
I'm not gonna lie. The man that punched his mother towered over both of them. You know.
but that's what I'm saying. My question to you is, do you think that the mother and the boy should have went to jail?
Nah, no, because it's self-defense. It's self-defense. But
You think it
like,
was excessive? Like, do you think that
how many times? They said how many times the guy got shot? Like what? Once,
twice in the back?
twice.
Yeah, they ain't unload the clip on his ass.
You know what I'm saying it's not one time. I say one or two is not excessive. It's because you it's just your point is thin. You do the whole shit. Just like God damn, you have to do all that. But like I said, I don't know why that argument got so heated to a point like that. Well, it's just a unfortunate turn of events.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Again, I think, for the family that lost somebody, of course, initially everybody's like, yo, sorry for your loss. But it's kind of like, to me, it's kind of like, I feel like he did it to that woman because he thought, okay, she a woman. So what can she do to me? And sometimes you can't think like that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you do that, and end result shows you do that in the wrong situation, it'll go quickly left, and it went left for him. It's just like I said, it's just an unfortunate situation. What he did is still wrong.
Yeah, fuck the woman thing. It's the principle of niggas gotta learn how to deal with things in other ways. That could have been an argument, and you could have said "fuck you, bitch," and y'all could have did all that shit, took y'all food, and walked away. Nah, bitch, you say something else, I'ma knock you out. As if niggas just supposed to honor getting punched in their face, male, female, or indifferent. He OD'd, and therefore him ODing led to them ODing on his ass.
Yeah, but I still, you know what's crazy? I still don't understand why would they arrest the mother though. Like, to me, it's like she got argued, but she was the one that was, she got struck. So how the fuck do you charge her? Like, it's not like unless I got footage like, yo, she told her son, yo, he hit me. You do what you gotta do. That might change the viewers, but still, it's not. What I say, it's not. What's the word?
Premeditated.
Yeah, premeditated. It's not premeditated. It's just like, oh,
even if it's her gun, ain't no telling if Shorty grabbed that shit on his own.
Here's the thing, and this is what's bothering me, is that when did she have time to tell him to shoot him because she told the boy to go back in the car. If you watch the clip, she goes, get in the car, and the man is the one who said, who you telling to get in the car? But she doesn't, in the video, she's not looking at the man, she's looking at her son. She's looking this way, and she's like, get in the car. And then she turns back to him, and he's like, who are you telling to get in the car? And that's when the guy said, if you say one more word, I'm gonna punch you in your face. So originally, I don't even think she wanted her son there to be involved in that shit. And so I think I get it, but we looking at it as, you know, now we have to look at it as now this little boy is scarred because even though he was protecting his mom, he took somebody's life, and that's gonna stick with him all his life. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's a crazy situation to be in.
Chicago for you.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, I don't know if there's more camera footage or stuff, like, you know, all full details saying, no, we just got this little piece, but
there has to be, for them to drop the charges that quick, there has to be some footage that showed, like,
it's just an outpouring. It's just like they looked at it as like, damn, there's a 14-year-old boy defending his mom. It's his mom at the end of the day. It's not like no random person. It's his mom.
I still don't think they would have gave them all. You think they would have?
It got to be, again, we ain't seen it. I don't even know the whole details of the conversation or what led to that, but there must be something the police saw, because in Chicago, being young don't mean shit. If you a young nigga and you out here in them streets and you fucking with guns, Chicago don't play about guns. So there must be something that they saw that led like, okay, in this case, it's maybe not justified, but it's wrongful to charge them with the based on all the evidence.
Right.
Because first off, the woman didn't shoot him at all. And two, Buddy OD'd on a lady.
Yeah, this is one situation that could have been very avoidable for all parties.
Again, Buddy ass, you do all that talking, all that woofing, and ain't even shit. He didn't even woof. He literally punched her ass like she was a nigga in the street. So it wasn't even like he was just talking and said he was gonna do something and Shorty shot his ass. He actually fucking punched the lady like she was a nigga in the streets.
A couple of times.
A few times, and they reacted.
But the one thing I'll say, probably what people, even though they dropped the charges, probably gonna look into is like, what is a 14-year-old boy doing with a gun? I'm pretty sure that'll be something what they'll look into.
Oh yeah, because you know the fucking what's them niggas called that put you in jail, the defendant or whatever.
Prosecutor?
Yeah, the prosecutor going further. It be dropped at the moment, but the prosecutors will look for more reasoning and do more of an investigation. Because again, it is a conversation of why did a 14-year-old have a gun? Did he have it? Did he go to the car and grab his mother's gun? Is that gun registered? All that shit. Or did he already have the gun on him? And if he had the gun on him already, why did he have a gun?
Yeah.
Or
So
like,
I don't think, it won't be the last of this shit.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. They probably think, and then they probably another reason why I just thought about it, because you know how Bree was saying that she was telling her son to get in the car. Some people may look at that like, yo, that was a coded message to her son to, you know, go in the car because maybe that's where such and such was at. So she gave a coded message out, you're going in the car. Shit happened. She went to the car, got what he got, and the rest that played out was the rest that played out. But it's just still a forced situation. It didn't have to go like that.
But I think he if he would have went to the car and got the gun and there's visual to show that he would have got the gun, then I don't think they would have been released. So it's a lot of questions.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This
You
whole
gotta give it like a little more time for like more information to come out.
Yeah. Although, regardless of the situation, to me, it's always justified. I don't care if he went and got the gun. I don't care if he had the gun on him. Buddy OD to somebody's mother, and he got his ass shot down. I'm not arguing that would have happened the same way if I was him. Whether I went to the car and got the gun, whether I had the gun on me. Buddy ass would have died that day. All I'm saying is, in the court, they're gonna look at it like, okay, did he go to the car, get the gun, and come back, or did he have the gun on him already? If he did, why he got a gun on him? Because they can drop the shit now, and then the prosecution still bring that shit back to court.
They probably drop it now, but I don't know. When they try to do more, someone's probably gonna end up getting some type of charge. Probably not a crazy charge, but someone will get a charge.
Yeah, the charge might not put them in jail, but we just gotta see how this shit unfold. I just think I'm in agreement with Shorty with shooting his ass down.
Yeah, he did. He defended his mother. He didn't do nothing wrong. It's just like that. It's just the like you just when you weigh like the whole situation as a whole, it's like damn, somebody lost their life. It's like something that was so avoidable could have just went his way. They could have went their way. Everybody would have been home happy, living the life they're living. But it didn't go that way, and obviously you've seen what took place, and you've seen what happened, and then boom.
Gotta learn, everybody ain't no Vic. Everybody ain't honoring that bullshit. Motherfucker ain't gotta be in the streets to know how to defend themselves. So you went against the wrong motherfucker, all that tough shit go right out the window. Out the window. Ain't no fucking toughness. That toughness ain't gonna save you from a fucking gunshot. No matter how tough you is, that flesh gonna still chop up the same way everybody else would.
So true.
I don't give a fuck how tough you is.
Yeah, that's fine. Just keep to yourself, do what you gotta do, and just keep it pushing.
That sounds like the beginning of the episode.
Yeah,
I didn't make it. I didn't mean to make it.
we can do
I
that.
didn't mean
Like, you can
My
have
bad.
our intro debates. We can have an intro discussion, and that could be the opening.
Let's go.
Here we go. Yep. Welcome to this brand new episode of Another Shit Opinion Podcast. Your boy John. My co-host Bree is back, and my guy Dev is back in the back.
Yo,
I'm not back. Y'all did the episode without me.
Yeah, it was circumstances.
a scheduling conflict.
Yeah, so you
Right.
got a week off. You got a week off from the pod.
You wasn't here last week, so you back on pot. You won the last week.
Yeah, it's okay, Bree.
It's okay, guys. If you
I
haven't
think
watched
what's
that
crazy,
that
Bree?
episode, because I know
I say in the episode before that, I
I
think
come.
in the back too.
I was in the back.
Yeah, I say the episode before that you was in the back.
It's okay, guys. I know you come to watch me. I have fans. You guys don't have fans on the show.
No. Actually, you was 96, you was there. 95, you was in the back. 95, you was in the back. 96, you was back. And then 97 was without you. And
It's
now
okay, guys. I know you guys don't really care to see them. I'm back. So, okay.
I remember I'm still scattered brain. You had the one fan that time that wrote me a nice little comment. It was like, let your co-host talk.
And then he yelled because you kept cutting me off that episode.
I was not so I was letting you get all your thoughts out.
It's whenever we talk about Kanye, guys, he don't let me talk.
That's
He's
not
rude.
true. I always let you get your whole thing.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You and Devin don't.
No, I always let you get your full.
No, you don't.
I'll tell you this.
What's that girl that's on Mal and Worry? What's the girl's name?
Damn, I didn't even know they had a female. I just thought it was just them two.
Yeah, they got a whole crew. They got fucking Eden. There's a few people they got on the pod. I can't remember her name, but they have a young lady on there right now.
I'm like the young lady out the group because always trying to talk over me or cut me off.
That's not true. It's just every now and then when you say something, I'll add to it quickly. That way I won't forget the thought and I'll let you finish. I always let you finish the statement.
Damaris, that's her name, Damaris. Baby D, that's what they call her, Damaris.
Devin always cuts me off, and you're supposed to be the
I cut y'all because y'all be saying dumb shit, so I'll be.
See, you see what I'm saying? He be kind of off, and you're supposed to be the referee who doesn't allow him to do shit like that.
Y'all be talking about nothing, so I got to get.
No, I let everybody get their points off. Like
no, you don't. You let him talk
so
over
like
me.
I said, no.
Yeah, I always let y'all.
You let him talk over me. You let him talk like if I'm not here. So you a bad referee.
John, welcome to Devin and the ASO.
I'll be trying to get...
I don't know where he think he got this high. Bring him back down, John.
Devin in the back, but
bring him back down. Let him know that originally this is the Sabrina show. People come to watch me.
Devin in the back, but he's definitely in the front. All right. Let's get to it. John, how you feeling?
You said what?
He didn't do his year.
I feel good. I feel good. How y'all feeling, man? I feel refreshed.
I'll do it for you, John. Here.
I did the year intro. This is just the I did it. Bree wasn't. Bree was out. This is just the the little bit before we. Sometimes we have like a little talk before we jump right into it, and then sometimes we just jump right into the pod. So this is just one that we had a little conversation before we jump right into it. But let's talk to basically what was the talk of the week last week. There's been a lot of memes, a lot of jokes about this situation, but overall, it's still a sad situation because
it is.
People still, I'm trying to say, people lost their lives. It was 5, right? It was 4 passengers and one person was controlling it. It was 5 of them, right?
Something like that. I
think it was 5, yeah. 4. It was 4 or 5 of them. I think it was 5. But for those, everyone knows what we're talking about. For those that don't know what we're talking about the tour to visit the Titanic wreckage. So these billionaires got together. One of them brought their son along, and they went in this little submarine, this little water object that was sealed from the outside. They was getting ready, and not to cut context or whatnot, but probably another reason why people take this as a joke or whatnot is the fact that they paid $250,000 for this tour, and they went. Things went left. They went missing. They went missing. At one point, they said they heard sounds. They heard They heard banging noises. They thought they were still alive. Then it was like they gave us they notified us of a countdown till their demise. And then
but they had 96 hours worth of air.
Yeah.
So if they didn't go and do what they needed to do in that 96 hours, science would tell you, and based on their estimation, that their ass was gonna die within 96 hours. Unfortunately.
So they gave us a countdown, but then when you reach the end of the countdown, they give us the news like, damn, the countdown wasn't even for nothing, but basically because they said once that submarine reached a certain point of below sea level, it imploded.
Yeah.
Which, if that's what they're saying, I don't want to start no conspiracies because, again, a lot of people will say live. I think they ran something down there that's just me. We don't know what's down there. And we can't prove it.
Honestly, I don't even think they really went that far. I feel like first off, with the whole project, when people saw this initially and everybody found out about the mission, unfortunately, we have social media never took this serious. But also, we never collectively, the social media population never thought this was gonna work in the beginning. So everybody was like, all right, this shit ain't gonna go right. This shit about to go left real quick. Now, what actually happened, none of us really know yet because they still haven't been found. And if it imploded, they ass definitely won't be found. They haven't found any wreckage or anything. There's nothing, anything to show any signs from these guys at all as of yet. And again, unfortunately, the depths that they went to, science haven't really allowed us humans to go that far anyway. So unless they send a machine or a robot down there to find some type of wreckage or anything, we really won't know what happened to these this group of men. And again, prayers to their family. Yes, prayers to their family, but nobody really believed this was gonna happen, especially when they put out the video of the guy who created it showing the tube thing with the PlayStation controller that he had to control the device. Everybody from that point on was like, okay, they paid $250,000 to meet they maker. And so everyone was looking at it. It was a matter of time. Yeah, these motherfuckers are gonna die. That's what everybody was saying. And from the jump, because of the way this thing was constructed.
But the thing is, the same guy has done this voyage before with different people, and it was successful.
Was it the same device?
It was a little bit bigger, but it was the same. He made it the same way, completely the same way. He didn't charge as much as he did this time, so I think that's what they were saying. They were like, it wasn't as much as that people paid. That's what sparked the talk, was that how much they paid originally on this voyage. But all the voyages he had before, he had a woman, he had this and this and that, and they came back up. And so people just found it weird that this time, that they didn't make it. It was weird, especially since people paid as much as they did this time. I must say though, listen, I do say condolences to the family, but the internet never fails. It just never fails. The memes and the jokes. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a hard. There was a child on that submarine, but they just don't fail. And this is gonna be the problem with the rest of our future generations, is that they don't take shit serious, and everything is funny to them, and everything is a meme or a joke.
I'm gonna say, but the Titanic wreckage is 12,500 feet below sea level. In the world's deepest scuba dive that was ever happened, and it happened in 2022, and that person scuba dived 1,090 feet.
So again,
and it said the world's tallest building will only go down in the ocean 2,717 feet. The world's tallest building.
I saw a video. They were talking about if you turn the Empire State upside down, it's still like only like 5% when it comes to like how deep it will go in the ocean. If you was to flip it over and put it into ocean, it still wouldn't go as far as the Titanic.
This shit says if you stack 9 Empire State Buildings together, that's how deep the Titanic is under the water.
I just don't see the urge to see it in person. Like, I don't have an urge. You know, there's just certain things that you're like, yeah, I really want to see that. I really want to experience that. Seeing the Titanic is not just
grab a VHS.
But listen, I'm gonna tell you why it's not an urge. I think because of the depths of the people, it wasn't like Titanic was this beautiful voyage that went like there was no passengers. It just went lost at sea. You get what I'm saying?
It's tied to a horrible death for a lot of people.
Right. It's when people did interviews about it, the way they talked about it, the way that to this day, it shook them up. I don't think I would want to go back to that place. I just don't see the urge of going back to that place.
And again, to me, prayers and condolences to these families lost. But it just shows the arrogance we sometimes have, because science will tell you, based on what you're using, based on the knowledge that we have, it's pretty impossible to reach these depths.
Right.
And so for him, although he might have did similar voyages with similar devices or similar submarines, homemade submarines, you ain't getting that far, bro. And so maybe you got a little more, a few dollars, and you probably thought like, well, with these extra dollars, I've better constructed this device, but you ain't gonna win against nature. Nature always wins. And so their arrogance led to their demise ultimately. Right. Yes, God rest their souls and condolences to their families. But there's certain things that we need, like we do with everything else, we test it out with other objects to see if it's possible before we do human trials.
Right.
They asked trying to do shit that wasn't humanly possible based on the science so far, and therefore it led to their demise. Whether it imploded, whether they met some type of animal or creature that we don't see, because we know certain depths in the ocean, there's certain animals that live there that we don't see because they can't go up and we can't go down. So there's mermaids, the megalodon, fucking the super squid. It's a lot of shit in that water that we ain't gonna see until Judgment Day, and hopefully I don't see them shits. I
about to say, I don't think you want to see it.
Yeah, I be damn, it's crazy down there, but their arrogance led to their demise, unfortunately, and so they leave behind their families when they should have. There's more precautions should have been taken, and there's definitely more trials with robots and other things before they took human lives to these depths in the ocean.
Yeah, no, it is. For the simple fact that there's like a great percentage of the ocean that has not been discovered or touched. It creates a thrill. So for someone
everybody want to be the first.
And you would definitely be the first when it comes to the ocean, because there's a lot of that ocean that nobody knows about, and someone with money is gonna be willing to take that trip, and they was willing to take that trip. It's just unfortunate, and when I left, social media hasn't been kind to the situation. People in general just thinking about it like, damn, $250,000 for it to be like that. But again, it's that situation. They was something they was into. They thought it was cool, and they tried something. It just unfortunately went tragically, horribly wrong. But maybe one day, maybe one day there will be a way for people to go down there and come back, and it won't be an issue. But
until that day,
just be careful. It's careful, like, So I don't even know if there's technology or cameras that could go down that far and still catch some of the stuff that I wonder how far can a camera go before it loses service.
Yeah.
Probably, honestly, it probably could go far, but they will never reveal that to us because, there's some shit down there they don't want nobody to know about. I'm still stick with that. There's definitely some shit down there.
Go ahead, conspiracy John.
Man, listen.
I'm pretty sure it's shit down there that's like, yo, y'all ain't ready for this.
Bro, I'm pretty sure this shit.
A lot of conspiracies say shit. A lot of the fishes are actually aliens, where they fucking drop in the water instead of land. So where they created full habitats down there.
I'm not gonna lie, that shit is not big. I'm pretty sure there is shit that was swimming in that water. Shit, there's whales bigger than the shit they was in.
Yep.
There's whales that was bigger than the shit they was in. So, like, in certain depths, yeah, I'm pretty sure there's some other stuff down there that we don't know about.
I don't want to know about it. It's okay. Yep.
Listen. I would love to know about it, but I wouldn't be willing to be that. Oh yeah, I'll go
Right.
down and find out.
You
I
don't
would
want to
love to know about
experience it
this.
firsthand.
Yeah, I'll watch the documentary. I'll watch the research videos. I'll watch all that. But yo, John, you want to go down there? Nah, I ain't going down there.
I'm good. Condolences to those families, though.
Yeah, condolences. It's still a tragic situation, and I know it's not helping them seeing all the nonsense they're seeing on, like we're seeing stuff on social media. I'm pretty sure they are seeing everything else on social media as well.
Right. Oh yeah, because most of what you're seeing on social media is jokes. So, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunate. So let's get, in the process of what we've been talking about, a guy from Atlanta paid $81,000 to have height surgery. So he was originally 5'5", now he's 6 foot flat. No or nah?
I don't know. I'm a girl. I'll stay short. But I guess for guys it's different. I guess every guy wants to be tall. I guess.
Yeah, it's it's playing to everyone's insecurity. So for women, it's is breasts and butt. For the most part, men, it's muscles and height. That most guys want and stuff. So I just want to know what is it like metal rods? Because how does the body stay together? That's my biggest concern. He moved the wrong way. Is he gonna pop a rod and leg
right?
open
And
up?
does this have side effects as he gets older?
How does this affect the bones? You know what I'm saying? Like the calcium in the bones. Sounds cool.
I want to say before we get into that, the main purpose of why inspired him to get the surgery is a female. He was rejected for being too short.
Short king. Again, isn't that why a lot of people do dumb stuff and go under the knife because of insecurities and people's judgment and things of that nature? Again, you got to be happy with who you are and happy with the way God made you. But if you have the means to do so, that's all good. That's as long as you can be happy with the success and the side effects that comes with these things. Because again, just hearing about it, my whole thing is, how does this affect him? Again, like my wife said, in the future, how does that having that foreign metal or whatever it is to make him taller? How does that affect the rest of his body? Do they have to stretch the skin?
Was it like they did Willy Wonka?
They stretched the bone out. What they did was they break the bone, put a rod in it, and they turn a key every day for 90 days.
Yeah, that ain't for me.
That shit sounds painful.
Word. So he got braces on the legs.
And he said basically when they do that, your skin just stretches out.
But what happens to the bone though? Is the bone like growing around the rod or something?
I would assume so.
That sounds scary.
Unless the rod is stretching it out.
The rod is stretching out.
The rod, yeah. That's connected to it.
Yeah, they're using the rod to like stretch it. So when they break it, the rod is what is connecting the bones together. So I guess whenever it heals, it heals. And then that rod is what extends, and that's how they extend. Oh God, yeah, that sounds like a painful.
Yeah, that sound mad painful. And then again, she called you short, right? Are you about to go hoop, nigga? Is what this height gonna do for you? Because he's 6 foot. That's still short in basketball. That's still average height for most tall niggas. That's still short on a taller scale. So it's like I'm not getting no height surgery. Unless I'm about to put this height to use. I'm about to go motherfucking hoop. I'm about to go do something that requires you. I'm about to go join the Olympic volleyball team or some shit. Like something that requires you benefits of being tall. Like other than a girl saying, "Oh, I like tall men." Like,
Yeah,
fuck outta
I
here.
guess it's like if you gonna do this, make it be worth something. Not or shorty rejected you now.
Yeah, exactly. Made you go through this excruciating surgery because Shorty said, "Oh, you too short." Because now you come back tall, she gonna be like, "You really went and got surgery because I said you were short?" Goofy ass, dumb ass. Now, this nigga got surgery because I told him he was short. He insecure as hell.
But is he gonna go back and ask that particular girl back out?
Yeah, that's what.
Like at this point, she
that's what
knows
I'm
he's
saying.
short.
He gonna come next to her and shit, tall as hell. Hey, what's up? She gonna be looking at you like, nigga, the fuck you do? Now she gonna clown you for being tall. Cause like
Nah,
you went,
yo,
really
that'd be
got
horrible. She like, nah, that'd be horrible. Like,
no, cause
I
nigga,
would.
you really changed. Yo, you allowed me to call you short, and that really made you go like get surgery, bro. You sound like a goofy.
nah, that's horrible.
Cause I'll be like, what the fuck is this?
It's like remember when Will went back to Philly, and he ran from Philly because of the bully.
Mm-hmm.
But then when he went back, he went there like to try and prove himself. And the bully like, nigga, I was a kid. You need to grow up. It's like that. Like, nigga, you really want to change your height because she said no, and then you gonna come pull back, you gonna spin a block and say, hey,
You
look
really
at me.
alter your body to like nobody.
Yeah, exactly.
You
look stupid as hell.
The true side effects of what you just did. Crazy.
Yeah,
Bro.
you look stupid, but again, it just shows you how insecure sometimes we can be. We all got our insecurities. I just don't think
surgery
my insecurities is gonna allow me to go through such
invasive.
Yeah, such like just excruciating surgery like that.
That's crazy. That shit sounds painful.
And again, it's not something that you regularly hear, so it's still some trial type shit. It's still fairly new, and so ain't no telling what side effects this can have long term.
Yeah, I just thought of another funny scenario. What if he does this? He gets girl. He's in a relationship with girl, and girl ends up cheating on him with a short guy.
Yeah, that's because your height don't.
It's just I just feel like for his main inspiration is a whole bunch of stuff that could really like go wrong for his inspiration.
Especially, and you're a loser, regardless of you tall or short, you can still be a goofball. And so you now tall, thinking that's gonna keep whatever type of girl you like, and then she gonna find some short nigga that make her feel good.
I guess
you're like, what's wrong with me?
It's his money. He can do what he want, but 81,000.
So again, we won't tell women what to do with their body. We ain't gonna tell him what to do with his body. All I'm saying is the same thing I say to women: be careful because these shits are dangerous. So with him getting those height surgery, bro, be careful because I'm sure this shit is dangerous. Because just hearing about the crane being twisted every day, that shit sounds painful.
Yo, every day for 90 days, bro? Nah, there's no way. There's no way.
Just for some height.
Just for a few.
How
tall was you first though?
Certain sneakers could give you some height. That's why I love Air Maxes. I feel like Air Maxes give me just the height I need. You know,
you want to grow some inches? Wear a pair of stilts.
John, how tall was he at first, and then he went from that height to what?
Went from 5'5" to 6 feet.
That's a lot. That's a lot of inches too.
That's a big height difference.
Yeah, that is.
That's a pain.
And that's what I'm saying. I don't know if the body can withstand that type of stretching, bro.
Cause that's a heel. That's a 6-inch heel.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and you talk about the body, and when you start getting older, you start getting a little weight. That shit even holds your body weight. Like when you work out, could you work it out and be able?
And your bones become brittle. Yo, that nigga his body gonna break down on him. He gonna be handicapped.
Pretty much.
Them legs gonna give up.
That's crazy, man. But
It ain't worth it, bro.
there's money, man. So he made his decision. So $7 million worth of Nikes was recovered at a warehouse. God damn.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When I first read that, I was like, I wonder what type of Nike, because they were
Probably
Air
all
Maxes. It makes
probably-
sense.
They were the J Kids. They were the J Kids. There was a bunch of
I
those
think
J
he's saying that's a joke, but
No, I'm dead ass though. Like I saw the video and shit. They was showing the boxes and the shoe. I ain't saying all the boxes was the J Kids, but the shoe that they were showing was the J Kid Nikes and shit.
oh well, they said there was Jordans in there and everything. They
Look,
said they had
good.
stickers in there worth $150. They had stickers that would go for $15,000, and they had stickers that would go for $20,000.
Good for them. Nike always fucking with these limited kicks, fucking the resellers. Like that was probably Robinhood stealing from the resellers to make it where the regular Joe like myself who buy retail wanted to get the shoes and shit. That was the hood Nike shoe Robinhood. And that's why the fucking Asians getting so much money, because y'all niggas be fucking up the shoe game. Everybody fucking up the shoe game. That's why these niggas who making these copies and shit, they able to get their business off because y'all fucking up the shoe game, bro. I can't never get the shoes I want ever.
Now it's really hard to get sneakers you want.
So you're gonna be Vin Diesel and go rob a truck?
I might. That might be the next move. But I'm gonna give it out to the people though. Vin Diesel don't want giving it out to the people. I'm gonna hit the truck and then just pass it out. Well, I ain't gonna pass it out. I'm selling it at retail. That's what I'm doing. I'm just selling it at retail.
Well, you're not no motherfucking Robin Hood. You selling the shit.
I am Robin Hood because I ain't
Yeah, you
selling
sell
resale.
for retail. It's valid.
Johnny, Robin Hood is going into the hoods and those kids who don't have sneakers and giving it to them. That ain't no fucking Robin Hood.
I ain't giving they
I'll
little
be
dusty
Robin
ass
Hood,
shoes so they
and
can
I'll
mess
sell
it up.
to motherfuckers that can buy them shits that are having them shits. I'll keep I'll keep a decent pair giveaway. I'll do a little contest. Do like giveaway contests.
All these fucking resellers, hype beasts fucking up the shoe game and shit. They got people doing crazy shit now.
Yeah, this shoe game all fucked up, man. It'd be rare to get sneakers from fucking retail price.
Sneakers that you want. Like when I go to the shoe store, the shit I see online, the shit I see on what's the Nike shit?
Nike ID, that's what this shit is called?
The fucking when they have the exclusive drops. You know, they got the Nike and then they got the other app.
I don't have the other app. I just have Nike.
I know what that I'm talking about. I just can't think of it.
You can't ever get shit from it. So you got the Nike app, and then you got the. I deleted that shit. That ain't even my phone no more. I forgot what it's called, but you know what I'm talking about. You got the regular Nike app, and then
is there an app called Kicks?
It could be. I don't know. I don't have it no more because whenever I try to get a drop and I try and do those fucking raffles and all that shit, my shit never hit. So fuck Nike now and all of the big wigs who make the shoe game hard for us true sneakerheads that just want some fly shit.
You heard the Nike app you're talking about is Nike sneakers. It's spelled SNKRS, and there's GOAT.
Fuck GOAT.
You said what?
I said fuck GOAT. Fuck GOAT.
If one of y'all rob a truck, can y'all just get me the Blue Gammas?
Fuck StockX. Fuck all those fucking sites. Fuck Adidas Confirmed. Fuck all them.
Drew, what sneakers you say you wanted?
The Blue Gammas.
The Gamma Lavins.
What? Shit, man. Sneaker game been fucked up, man.
That's why, for as soon as I graduated from college, I'm like, the sneaker game so fucked up. I'm about to be selling fakes on eBay. I did that shit for
Okay,
like
he's not saying that.
2 years, and
He's
then
not
the game got
incriminating
fucked
himself.
up.
He's not incriminating himself.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Game got fucked up, and still before I dropped out.
What the hell?
But y'all forced me to this, Nike and Adidas.
He didn't mean that. He wasn't
Yeah.
selling fakes.
Y'all straight from
What's
Chung
wrong with
Chung
you?
Lee now.
What the fuck is wrong with your ass?
I'm in the back. They don't know who I am.
You so he's so dumb. You so dumb.
I'm in the back. Y'all can't see me. I'm like V for Vendetta. I'm behind the mask.
Yeah.
Ain't that right, John? Yeah, it's called the Sneakers app, though. That's what it is. The Sneakers app.
Niggas out. Nah, that's hilarious. But
I was rocking too.
What the fuck?
but shit, you talking about sneaker game fucked up, the food game even more fucked up. Now they talking about we can eat lab grown fucking chicken.
You can eat that shit. I'm about to go vegan.
John, you eat Chinese food?
Yeah, of course.
So shut the hell up.
Ain't the same shit, man.
Yeah, that's okay. That them rodents you eat, nigga. You don't complain about that.
I'll bet you that shit's still better than it being lab grown.
It ain't better. It's just as bad.
Nah, lab grown is terrible.
My husband's not saying all Chinese food is rat meat.
That's true. That's true. I'm not
It's
saying
not.
all of it. I'm just saying there is a percentage of it that use your local cat to make that General Child chicken.
That's all speculation, man. Speculation.
That's true. All I'm saying is we've ate worse. We eat fucked up McDonald's. John, eat McDonald's, but then want to complain about lab grown meat.
Yeah.
And then you eating a burger that they make in a microwave and shit.
Yeah, because that burger come from a real animal.
Bro, what animal? The Libra and shit. A lion, zebra, cow mix that that Ronald Neal put together and shit. All that shit fucked up, bro. You can't. If you go low, if you were vegan and saying this, like, hey guys, be more like we really need to be conscious of what we're eating, because as we can see now they're coming with this, cool. But for you eating these nasty ass fast food restaurants that we know are all fucked up, you can't be complaining about no lab grown meat.
Nah, crazy, bro. Lab grown meat is crazy.
How you know that lab grown? They could probably be saying lab grown in the sense of it's being farmed.
No, they say lab as Bill Gates has built a lab and he's built these.
Oh yeah,
we don't know exactly what they mean by lab
Just
grown.
know-
Bill Gates said it.
We
He's
just
the
hear-
one who's in charge
Again,
of it.
y'all hear lab grown, so y'all thinking fake.
So you
science
can eat the chicken.
So all I'm saying is, that lab grown could be a chicken that's farmed in a lab.
Okay, so you continue to eat that chicken. When that chicken really fucks up your body and fucks you up,
John, you gonna stop eating chicken?
No, I'm not gonna eat the lab grown chicken.
You think the packaging is gonna say lab grown?
Yeah, they better say that shit.
That shit ain't gonna say.
I got sick. I'm suing. They better say that shit.
How would you know? You eat chicken on the regular. You don't know which one is lab grown and which chicken type messed you up.
Now they already tell you the other shit. When you buy chicken, they tell you which one is like, there'll be a label that tells you this one is like in a farm.
They tell you like, yeah, grass fed and all this and shit.
It'll be one is this and one is they held in captivity. I don't know what word they use for the captivity.
I know what you're talking about. Because they have the one that's what's the word? It's a word for it, like.
Yeah, I can't think of it, but I know
it's like they have the meat that died naturally and shit. It'd be like, I forgot the word that they use, but it's like this animal died naturally, or this animal was slaughtered and shit. I can't remember the exact word.
If anything, I'm gonna just start eating kosher meat.
Yeah, right. Do that. What happened?
Eat halal.
Right, but y'all Negroes ain't eating that unless you're going fully vegan or going halal. I don't want to hear nobody complain because
I'm gonna go
because
vegan.
a lot of the shit we already consume is fucked up and we know it's fucked up. So how you gonna complain about another form of fucked up meat when we already consuming fucked up meat? Is what I'm saying.
I'm just gonna go vegan. What's the problem with me going vegan?
Ain't nothing wrong with you going vegan. That's what I'm saying. But you eat broccoli, and broccoli ain't a real vegetable. Broccoli is a cauliflower hybrid that they make. But we love broccoli.
You talk a lot of shit, yo. You fucking talk all this shit, man.
I'm just saying. Y'all gonna go all the way. What you eating, John?
Listen, I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna
Y'all
continue.
don't eat vegetables, so
It's not true.
Candy corn don't count.
Listen, because I say I won't choose to make vegetables doesn't mean I don't eat vegetables.
Candy corn is not a
Oh,
vegetable,
eat
John.
candy corn. That's horrible. Candy. That's horrible.
No, candy corn is disgusting.
That's it. I tried it and I never liked it.
Yeah, and people love, there's a lot of people that love candy corn. I've never liked that wax flavored textured as candy ever. It's disgusting.
Yeah, people really do. I don't understand it.
I'm going vegan, guys. That's it.
Yeah, that's the best route. John, we're going vegan. John, like,
It's not the
fuck
best
that.
route because they fucking up the plants too.
With the pesticides.
Like, well,
You gotta grow out, you gotta do everything yourself. You just gotta grow your own
basically,
vegetables, farm your own animals.
You know what? Forget this. Fuck this. I'm moving to Trinidad and Tobago because at least I know their shit is fresh.
Exactly. Freshly farmed, fresh veggies. You making it fruit come off a tree and shit.
Right.
Like,
Falls, you grab that shit. You
exactly.
out.
Everything is fresh made and
you
shit.
gotta get some
actually have-
farmland. That's it.
No, none of those people in Trinidad have farmland. None of them have farmland. They just plant trees in the backyard, and the trees end up going with mangoes and apples and all that shit on it.
Well, I was speaking about America, but
Oh.
if that works, that works.
Right, you fighting the fucking chickens for the fucking fruit.
Right.
So that's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm just gonna go to Trinidad from now on because you motherfuckers out here crazy. You think I'm gonna eat live? I don't care what my husband says. It ain't the same. That's live gonna meet, and Bill Gates be up to some shit. Bill Gates he's like Elon Musk. They always up to some shit.
No, Bill Gates. I'm not gonna lie. Should be a fan of his. He's an evil genius.
Right.
I'm gonna leave it at that, man. Conspiracy. But that man's up to some shit, man. Yeah, man. But shit. Speaking of conspiracy, lab food, all types of shit, man. Flamethrower robot doors. Robot? Anyone? Robot? Every time we talk about these situations, is what we bring up. They're just playing with humanity at this point.
What's the point?
Of a what?
A robot, a flamethrowing dog, robot dog. When would that practically be okay? Is you gonna use that for law enforcement? Is that's gonna be now the K9 that they use in they used to have the cop dog? You're gonna be a fucking robot that fold up in the back seat and it's like, nigga, you try to run, I'm gonna burn your ass. Dog ain't chasing you no more. That motherfucker just scorching the earth. Like, what's the point of shit like that? Military and shit, they like, fuck it, we ain't gonna even go. We just gonna send a gang of fire throwing dogs and shit to war. And we just gonna set in a computer and control the shit like
Why not?
Video game and shit.
Why not? They do everything else.
Crazy world. It's a crazy world.
Yeah, I need to understand what's the purpose of a flamethrower robot.
It's a robot, guys. They gotta make different robots. They can't just all make the same
Why
robot.
do they have to shoot fire out? That shit could kill people. Like, put something on it that's not gonna kill people.
I'm pretty sure that's not all it does. Yeah, it just that's the main like one of those things that you put and it's like, oh shit.
That's the feature. That's one of the bigger feature. But also, it also does tell you the weather. It also helps you with your accounting. But if you ever need a flamethrower, it's there as well.
Here, you know what it is? You want to go camping, take the flamethrower robot. You know, you get lost in the woods, take the flamethrower robot, put some wood together, and the shit will make the fire for you.
It's gonna burn down the fucking forest.
Like,
why would it burn down the forest? I'm pretty sure it knows how much fire to throw out.
It said if then it ain't. It said flamethrower. It's not saying robot dog with a lighter or a robot dog with a wick. It said a flamethrower. Flamethrower meaning I'm throwing fire.
I still see no purpose of it.
This shit ain't a hot plate where it's like, oh yeah, you know you can warm up your food and pop my popcorn with this motherfucker too. It also doubles as a what's that, air fryer. He's coming, y'all. He's coming. Get ready.
All I'm saying is y'all have this bad connotation when it comes to the robot.
You said what?
Because she said we have a bad perception and connotation when it comes to these robots. But
these movies is preparing us for? Where do you think they get these ideas for these movies?
But again, and the way they showcase these robots, they never showcase it doing something like productive though. It's always doing some shit like, or the feature that's highlighted. It's like, what the fuck a robot need to do that for? Like, they never show like these dogs who can, I don't know, what's something productive. Where it's like the fire department, where it shoots water. And the less firemen deaths or something like that. Like,
Yo, if it was a dog that has a water thrower, that would make sense. Oh, it has all types of purposes. If it had water in the shit instead of fucking fire.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When every time we talk about robots, it's always there's something that's like we don't see much purpose for. And so it's like, why do you create a flame throwing dog? What's the purpose of that?
Oh, I got a reason, Dev. I got a reason. The zombie apocalypse. They need that shit to burn the bodies. That way people don't turn into zombies.
Got you.
That's the only reason why you would have a flamethrowing dog. What else?
Y'all so negative is ridiculous. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but y'all just so negative.
Do you see the pros of having a flamethrowing dog?
I mean, like I said before, it's probably one of the features of the dog, Devin. But it's probably that's the one that's being like told about because somebody probably read all the features and then one of the features was flamethrowing and they're like, oh shit. But okay. I don't think it's gonna be a bad robot, but I could be.
They never start off as bad robots. Then they get too smart, and then Vicky controls them.
Okay. Okay. I'm done.
And then all we got left, what was the young boy from Terminator? We going to get Skynet and shit.
Oh, what's his name, man? I know it's Sarah Connor. I know her son.
Son is John Connor.
John Connor.
And we looking for John Connor to come save us from Skynet and Vicky.
So,
Vicky was an iRobot.
Man, technology, they're trying to get us, man. Well, let's get into some fashion. So, remember those big red boots? Now they have a collab with Crocs, and now they have the Crocs MSCHF big yellow boot, but I call them the SpongeBob big boots. Yeah, I think they fire now.
Of course not.
I was gonna buy you a pair too.
You wasn't gonna buy me no bad pair because you couldn't get them. Them shits go out in like 20 seconds. I've yet to see anybody like actually outside in any of these that companies. We talked about them plenty of time. They got the fucking the hospital boot. They got a bunch of weird ass shit, but I've yet to see anybody like actually in person wearing the big red boot or wearing any of their merchandise. I think they just like a gag website. They make these dumbass shits. People go out and buy them just to say they have them.
Mm-hmm.
But and then because they're doing Crocs collab, that doesn't mean it's going to be available. Although everybody wear fucking Crocs, I think that's the only thing people wear now. People don't even wear shoes. That's why most kids don't even know how to tie their shoes because all they do is wear damn Crocs all day. But this just a cool like collab, like on some artsy fartsy shit because you ain't gonna catch these out on a Croc site nor at a Croc store. So it is what it is. They look like SpongeBob SquarePants, but whatever.
You know.
How much they going for? What's the retail for?
Let's see. What's the shit? MSCHF boots.
Yellow boots.
I'm on the website. Scroll to the top.
Tell me if they still have it so I can get Devin a pair.
We got some satanic shits in this website.
Yeah, they the ones who did the Nas X's, the Satan Air Max shit that he did.
No, they got some 666 Chick-fil-A shit. I don't know what's
Oh,
up.
hell no. Yeah, it's worth that.
They did those, the Nas X with the blood shit in. Same company.
Oh, no.
Same dumbass company.
I mean, people buy them, and that's the shit that pisses me off. People will buy them.
Yep, people definitely gonna go out and buy them. Just to say they have them.
Yeah.
I saw some guy. He took his big red boots and he made them into Sonic the Hedgehog shoes. He like cut off the top, made them like low top. Bought a belt, put them on there and shit. He made
That's actually dope.
He made it look like Sonic the Hedgehog shoes and shit.
I'm scrolling through this website.
You don't see it, John. It ain't there.
No, I'm not. I'm on another website.
So it'll be right at the top.
Mm-hmm.
So it is what it is. I mean,
I want to say the big red boots retail price was $350, so maybe he's gonna be around there.
Yeah, be around there 350 350 to 500 because it's a collab with Croc. Probably be 450, 500. Oh well, who cares?
You sure you don't want a pair?
If you can get them, then get them.
Okay. You heard it here first.
But I know she can't, so that's why we can move on from that.
Let's get into Jess Hilarious versus Lil Meech and some more crossover thoughts on the situation, the whole situation.
That shit was funny.
So she called Meech musty.
Mm-hmm.
And he was saying that she was trying to like shoot her shot. She invited him to some party that she was hosting, and he said she was kind of like trying to shoot her shot at him. She denied that. Said he's not her type. He's too short. He musty, and so.
But she called him musty before he even. So they were talking about the Summer Walker and him situation where this girl was wearing his chain, and Summer Walker asked her in the DMs how you got his chain, and she was like, it was the security who gave it to me, but I don't even know Meech. I didn't meet him. And so Jess was saying that he looked like the musty cheating type, and that's when he came at her, was like, but you was in my DMs. And Summer Walker said some stuff about her, and now she's just like,
Summer
nigga,
Walker showed jump from man to man.
Who?
Summer Walker. Was she just with another nigga not too long ago?
Yeah, she had twins with some guy.
Yeah, she tattooed up, and then before that, she was with the producer nigga, Southside, I think.
No, she was with I think London on the track.
Yeah, London on the track.
What's your track?
Yeah, she was with one of those.
Also, I think Southside used to be with Young Miami.
Got you. But yeah, I mean, Meech, that's my nigga. Shout out to Meech. I mean, at least the character. You know.
But he does look kind of musty though.
I mean, I don't look musty. You nigga look rich. But I can't see how that nigga smell. I'm pretty sure Jess ain't gonna call a nigga musty if he ain't musty. I ain't never heard call another nigga musty, so he must be a musty nigga, or at that moment he was musty. And we all have those musty moments.
Yeah.
And she just happened to catch him. And at that time, the nigga was musty. All you gotta do now is you better be like, damn, she called me on a bad day. Make sure
but I would
wash
say
my
maybe
ass.
I don't know if they met or not, because remember there was a situation where a fan was trying to say Lil Meech was musty, and she could be just talking about that situation based off like what the fan said and just using it as not her own experience, but someone else calling him musty, so I'm calling him musty.
No, I think she hugged him. They came close once before, and that's why she's called him musty.
But she's saying she's sliding his DM because she was having a birthday party and she was inviting a bunch of people with Ross and stuff like that. It wasn't sliding in his DMs like, yo, I want to date you.
I want you to come, especially you.
Right.
Specifically you. I want you at my event to be right next to me.
I'm not saying that's not what happened, but you never know.
I mean, you never know the intent, but he got to be able to prove to say that, oh, she was on this type of time. If you say, hey, I'm having a party, I would love for you to come out.
Right, the DMs really didn't give much. The DMs was just like her congratulating him on playing his father, and then she was like, yo, you want to come out to my birthday party? So DMs really didn't give much. So I mean, but Jess is one of those people who I don't understand how she could talk about people like her shit is in line. Like,
she's another one be in toxic relationships as well. So hey, can we all just get along, black folks? Let's just all get along. Some of you make dope music. Jess, you funny. Meek, we love the show. Y'all all winning. Let's just keep winning, black folks.
Okay. Now let's get into
with your musty ass.
Speaking of musty, we'll sit to this conversation. Nick Cannon says 80% of women need assistance when it comes to female hygiene.
Agree with him.
You agree?
Agree with him.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I can't say 80%, but I've been around some funky feet, musty bitches before, so.
He ain't talking about their feet. He's talking about hygiene, feminine hygiene.
That's all feminine hygiene. Feet, armpits, vagina, butthole, breath, back of your ears.
But he wasn't talking about that. He was just talking about vagina right now.
Well, I'm saying 80% of hygiene, regardless of what I can't say. 80% is the number. I just know I've been around some musty, funky women, and everybody needs to work on their hygiene, specifically women, because I just feel like men can get away with being funky more than women can. I think women's natural body odors are more pungent than the males. So women need to just, take more care of their body.
I just don't think it's for a man's place to say it. I think unless you have a vagina and you know how to take care of it, you're not allowed to talk about
Right.
how to
You
clean
can't.
one.
Yeah, you can't speak from.
Right.
You don't have any experience.
That's because you've been in a lot of vaginas. You may be the cause of some pH balance off balance.
It's true.
So you're not allowed to talk about anything unless you have a vagina.
Nick Cannon was a gigolo, so he probably was throwing off some pH balance.
I'm just saying. I'm just being honest. To me, how you talking about cleaning vaginas when all you've done is stuck your dick in one? You don't get to talk about it too much, you know?
Maybe he was giving sex ed classes prior to entering those vaginas.
All right. That's what we want to call it. I guess. That's what we want to call it.
Maybe his mom was a nurse or a doctor.
I guess.
And she, taught him, or he, seen her talk to women about healthy vaginas and what to do to keep your vagina healthy.
Wow.
And so he just passed him the knowledge, the information that he learned. The more you know what I'm saying? We shouldn't be keeping knowledge to ourselves. We should be sharing it with each other. So that's all Nick Cannon trying to do is share the knowledge that he has.
Well,
but everybody wash your ass in your vag or your private parts. Everyone should be doing that.
okay, now let's get into XXL 2023 cover. Deb, you fucking with it or not?
John, I'm starting to feel old because I used to be checking for the freshman cover every year.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, I really don't be caring. And because of the way social media works, the way the internet works, everything is so right now and then be gone the next day or so. So it's not like a slow burn like that it used to the music used to have, where it's like you get introduced to these artists on XXL. You see some of your favorite artists that you already been checking for on the mixtape scene, and then they get XXL, they do a dope freestyle cipher. Then from there they start dropping they debut projects, and then so you grow with the artist. Now it's like you can be on a XXL. All you had was a TikTok moment, and because that one TikTok moment was huge, you're already on the XXL. It really like the power of the XXL fractional cover don't have the same juice it used to have. So some of the artists I knew, Ice Spice wasn't there, who should have been.
She turned it down though. It's not like
as she should. But nobody really cares. Finesse, 2-time, his ass old as hell.
Glorilla.
Glow, rightfully so. Glow should definitely be there. But most of them I didn't know. And nor am I going to check who they is either.
They have Rob 49, Boston Richie, Rob 49. I forget where he's from. He has a few songs with a few people.
Like what?
Rob 49 was the dude where he was shooting a video with French Montana where the shooting took place.
What song was that?
I don't remember the name of the song, but we talked about the whole situation on the pod. But it was French Montana featuring Rob 49 song, or vice versa. I can't tell you whose song it was, but they were shooting a video together that night. My guy Central C made it on there.
How can I be homophobic? My Meech is gay. Central C, I fuck with white buddy though. It just the UK accent gets to me still though.
Yeah.
I gotta be homophobic. My Meech is gay. Central C be going off.
No, I was just saying like those like the people that I know
Yeah.
that I know of that was XXL. The rest I don't really know of. But those like the ones I know of. Not saying I listen to them or whatnot, but I heard a song or two from
but
them.
I'm saying like it don't even have the same effect. If you wasn't growing up, if you wasn't familiar with some of the artists that wasn't there, you went and checked for them. You're like, oh, who's this? Who that? You were like, went and did your deep dive
Right.
to see what they was about. Check out some of their other shit. Right now, it just don't have that. It don't have the same appeal no more because again, even with the freshman cover, it's still other people that's on the social media scene and have the TikTok record label have bigger moments and bigger hits and shit. So it's like it just I don't know. They got to figure out a way of changing it in a way because I just don't feel like people go to check for the double XL freshman list the way they used to. It don't have that same luster that it used to have.
Yeah, I see that.
I
Because
never used to look for that material.
once in a while you have that one lyrical presence that's on the double XL, so you be looking forward to that cipher.
Yeah, and then the double XL used to usher in the next class of heavyweights. Like, and I don't feel like it really has that effect anymore.
Yeah, I don't remember 2022's double XL.
Oh, they got the little boy. They got the white line and shit. Dorian be listening to his shit. Too Rare.
Oh, you're talking about 2023, right?
Yeah, this new list. He got a few shit. He a dancing ass nigga, but you know people fuck with his shit on the TikTok scene. Too Rare. I don't know why they be wearing that white shit on their hairline.
2022 is decent.
What was 2022?
I would say that out of all these rappers, they're probably the biggest rapper or the rapper that had the biggest record out of all of them. I'm not gonna say the biggest rapper because I really don't know. The rapper that had the biggest record was Nardo Wick.
Yeah.
I don't know, but 2022 was Baby Tron, Cold Chai, Saucy Santana, Babyface Ray, Ken the Man, Sofago, Big Scar, Big Dirty, Casey, Dochi, Cali, and Nardo Wick.
Cool. I'm still checking the freestyles though. I'm definitely gonna check out the ciphers.
Yeah, I even if I don't really pay attention to this, I always look. I always listen to the ciphers.
Yeah. So, but congratulations to them. You know that made it. That's why you know for them. It's always good.
Do they get money for being on the XL or
I
just
don't-
publicity?
I think it's the publicity part of it.
No, that sucks.
I think
Check that
it's
shit.
the publicity. Yeah, definitely more the publicity than anything.
That's dumb.
I mean, they get superstar treatment. You know why they doing? You know, hotels, flights,
Yeah.
food, all that shit.
Keep that shit. Pay me money. Pay me money.
Speaking of money, man, billionaire boxing match. Elon, Mark Zuckerberg, who y'all got?
I told you, I got Mark.
Why you got Mark?
Mark really be doing this mixed martial arts shit. Mark really ain't playing. Mark really about that life. And his wife is Asian.
What does that got to do with him?
You around that shit.
Okay. That's it. I'm sorry, my husband's been saying a lot of racist shit this episode.
Also the wrong, it's crazy what Dev just said, but it'll be the wrong time. I'm gonna plug it anyway. Dev, Warrior comes back this week, season 3.
My show, that's that show right there.
It should come back this week. There's a worst time to plug it.
Shameless plug, but Mark really be doing this mixed martial arts shit, and so I don't really know what Elon can do. Elon look like a robot, so Elon probably can program a fighting simulation inside his body, and then he, you know, doing his thing. But I'm just talking about what I've seen. Mark is really like learning the art, and so I'm gonna go with Mark.
Okay. I don't know who will win, but I would just love to see it. I would deadass love to see it. Yeah, I think
I'm not for violence, and white on white crime is not the way to go.
Do it on the moon inside like a bubble and shit, where it be only exclusive people that like Taylor Swift, Beyonce, Jay-Z, George Bush, Donald Trump.
Oh, that sounds like the right club of people, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's be the exclusive class. Who else? Dr. Phil, Oprah Winfrey, what's that little Ash Bula be there.
That's
You know
my
what
guy.
I'm saying? It'd be those type people. And Joe Rogan.
Oh, he'd definitely be there. He'd definitely be there.
He's gonna be announcing. He's gonna be commentating fight.
Commentary. Oh man, but I just think it'd be interesting. Two billionaires going at it.
And only billionaires will be there. Kim Kardashian and shit,
Yeah, they'll make it a whole fucking spectacle.
They ain't gonna invite Ye, but Kim will be there.
All right, Elon must
Yeah,
love
they
you.
invite him, but I bet you still go.
You ain't gonna crash the moon and shit.
You still go.
You ain't gonna crash the moon.
I'm like, how the fuck he get here, man? You know, just
Like,
a fucking whole maxed out outfit. Like, damn.
or Ye coming in all rocket ship and shit. Like, low key, Elon and invited him and shit, gave him the blueprint to get there.
Well, Elon his guy, right? Yeah, he definitely be there.
Elon, like straight, like come late, come a little later than everybody else, but I'm gonna send the rocket for you.
Oh, that's hilarious. Well, let's get into what Bree's been trying to talk to the whole episode. The BET 2023 Music Awards. Bree, take it away.
Fuck you, John.
But before you get there, I feel like the BET did mess up on a couple of things.
No, fuck you. I'm gonna take it there since I'm going. But you didn't watch it from the beginning though, so you don't know the drama that happened in the beginning. JT threw her phone at University.
Yeah, I seen that she threw her phone at.
What is it?
Not Uzi Vert.
You know what I meant. And so security.
I would say she threw her phone at him, and I think she threw something else. If you watch the clip, the phone goes, and they're like,
"See, you watched the clip. I was actually watching it on the BET Awards."
Oh, like you actually seen it?
Yeah, the security. You see the security running down the aisle and shit. They some big niggas. They should not have big guys doing security for that type of event. It was like I think in their minds they were running fast, but in real life that shit looked like slow motion. I'm like, damn, these motherfuckers. If it was a real fight, she would have got to
Ice. His Ice.
Well, she was trying to get to him because Ice already had moved, so she was trying to get to him, and his people jumped in, and then her people it was a whole, and they were in the front 2 rows, which drives me bananas because I feel like you should be only in the front 2 rows if you like history.
Well, they can't get nobody to come.
True.
Uzi,
but
that
happened.
But Uzi is definitely one of the bigger artists of today, especially.
He is.
I was joking, but then that happened, and then new artists came up, award for new artists, and here comes, and I love me some Coco Jones. I love her. I think the role she's on right now, I'm so excited for her. I used to watch her on Disney. Devin knows I loved her. Well, I love her still, but I don't think she deserved New Artist Award against Ice Spice, Glorilla. I just don't think she's better than them to win. She had one single, and even though that single,
her impact wasn't like her new artist impact.
It definitely wasn't. That new song is her one song that she had out. It's a good song. Like
it didn't hit like how the others.
Yeah, but
Gorilla's main single hit wasn't that. Ice Spice single hit wasn't that. That's what you're basically.
Yeah, it ain't hit like Fuck Nigga Free and Tomorrow. Ice Spice continue to drop her little shit like so she definitely should have won over them. I thought this was gonna be like a cleanup for Ice Spice this year.
It wasn't.
And I don't think she won anything. She was nominated for a few. But I don't think she won anything. And then Lotto won Best Female. Definitely a big female hip hop year, which is pretty dope. Lotto was funny.
I just didn't like Lotto's performance. Again, I think of rap,
choreography. It was just straight choreography.
Right, and that's and that's
And
the
even
thing.
Glorilla's, it's just like Glow. You the street girl. And Glow was up there dancing, trying to be seductive and shit. It's like Glow, you the street
But I
girl.
think
Like,
you know what's crazy. I think that's just like an expectation for female artists that
I don't
is
think
like.
it was. I
No,
think
no,
the
no. I'm just
background.
saying, speaking in general, if you just look at overall female
at these
performances,
award shows, they expect them to do these shows, but
there's
they
a
should
whole
stop doing it.
or the whole
Yeah,
choreography.
forget the production. Go up there and perform.
Mhm.
And don't perform a new song. That's pissed me off by Glorilla. Like,
yeah, she performed some shit I ain't never know. I'm listening. I'm waiting to hear tomorrow. Fuck nigga free, and she performed the whole new song. I'm like, what the hell is this?
so don't do that. If I was a manager, I would tell them don't do that. And then it was just like the DJ kept changing outfits, and that whole sound system was fucked up.
I see why they don't do shit live though, because you see the audio was fucked up. You see production team running back and forth, like
at one point somebody was talking.
Yeah, and you see the dude run behind it and shit. It's like,
y'all niggas so ghetto.
Man, unorganized and shit. And then you see Kid Capri like the camera on him and shit. Then he trying to get his set together and shit.
And they just gotta stop giving awards to Beyonce, man. Her and Jay never going back to BET awards.
Stop giving them shit.
Let's cut the shits. Let's cut it.
As much as you can nominate them, but it's like, yeah, no matter how many times you say they can win the whole awards, it could be 20 awards given out that night, and they can win all 20 and not going.
And again,
but these are world tours, so you gotta give them a pass. Maybe they'll go to one in the future because it's BET Awards. It is a Black Awards ceremony, so they have to show up, right?
Yeah, but they don't. I would do this. If I was BT, I have a winner, and then if that person ain't showing up, I have within like we about to give this award, you ain't there. All right, here go the other card.
Yeah, well, one of Tiana Taylor, one of her people went up there to accept her award for producing, and they called her on FaceTime and they put the phone face where so she could see, and she's like, "What's going on?" And
like, where y'all at?
No, I think they said that was her mother that called her.
Oh yeah, it was her mother who went upstairs to get the award. But I'm saying, Johnny,
clueless
right? She's like, "What's going on?" Like she's making jokes, like, "What's up?" And the mother was like, "You won," and she was like, "What?" And then the mother was like, "You won," and that's what? And that's when she started like jumping up and down and shit. And it's like, dude, no, this is not gonna work. Y'all so ratchet and ghetto.
No, I understand that, but no, some people do avoid award shows because they feel like they're gonna lose. They feel like they're not gonna win, so they're like, "Fucking, I ain't going."
Shout out to Offset, Quavo.
Yeah, I almost cried.
That was the best part of the night for me. Seeing them up there. My nigga, rest in peace to my nigga Takeoff.
Still crazy, like that shouldn't really happen.
Yeah, that's what I was saying when I watched that shit. Like, yo, this nigga Takeoff was really dead.
It felt weird watching only two of them perform because,
again, it's like, damn, Takeoff is really dead. Like,
right.
But Hotel is my shit too. Cause Takeoff
I'm not gonna lie.
Song.
When that shit dropped, I'm like, yo, that beat is crazy.
Yo, and Takeoff go crazy on that first verse.
He does.
So I fucking love that song. And his ad-libs, Takeoff ad-libs is always tough. But seeing them back up there and shit, they did Bad and Bougie.
It was just good to see them because of all the beef we know.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Takeoff ain't here to see it, but you know, we for a minute there we thought, okay, this shit is never gonna happen, and you know, they kept beefing, and no matter how much, even when Takeoff, you know, passed, they were still kind of beefing back and forth. So it's good to see them up there and actually vibing with each other, and just that was the best part of the night to me.
That was.
Patti LaBelle was the worst part to me.
Patti up there, they did the Tina Turner. She didn't know.
They did Patti LaBelle bad, man.
Yo, but they did her bad, but she didn't even know the words to the song.
She should have known the words to the song, but you know, she should have. But again, nah. If you're doing a tribute to someone, you have to know the words to the song.
Exactly, because again, I'm not going. If I'm me as an artist, I'm not gonna go up there and rap anybody's song that I don't know. Remember one time that happened with what's that nigga Tina Turner. What's his name?
Designer.
Designer. When they had him, they was doing a tribute, and he didn't want to do it. It was a Bad Boy tribute or something.
Was it him or was it Rich Homie Quan that fucked up the Biggie's lyrics?
Or it was, yeah, that's what it was. It was Quan. But he didn't want to do it because he didn't really listen to Big like that. And they like, you doing the fucking thing. Although he had a choice, he shouldn't have taken it. But he really didn't want to do the shit because he's like, man, I don't really listen to Big like that and shit. Patti LaBelle should have turned that shit down like, y'all can get somebody else to do this justice. And a song like that, which is one of Tina's biggest songs, to me, like, Patty, where were you to not know this song?
Right.
Like,
I was just watching. I was like, damn, like.
And then the audio was bad.
The audio was bad throughout the whole damn thing.
Damn, she's chopping this song up, man. Damn.
Chopping it up. She like, I'm trying, y'all. I can't see the words.
Oh man.
You know what? I would say the second best part of that was Busta Rhymes. And I would say I'm happy that they gave Busta Rhymes his moment. Because they was only gonna give him 2 minutes.
Yeah, he did say he said, yo, they talking about 2 minutes. I'm not gonna lie, he took his time with his speech.
No, he did.
Because he should have like they said, he should have been got that.
Yeah, it's a lot of people that BET be sleeping on that should have got.
And I really don't think Swizz Beatz should have gave it to him.
Who think should have gave it to him?
Spliff.
Yeah, Spliff. Spliff was there.
He was there.
Right. Who else would have been? I feel like that would have been the biggest honor was Spliff handing.
It should have been him, but his name isn't as big as a Swizz Beatz.
And that's exactly what it is. Because of who Swizz is, it's like.
But does it really matter who's big or he's
for ratings it does.
Yeah,
viewership
he tells us all about the ratings. What was I saying?
Because I think Swift giving him his award. I mean, Busta did cry already. He was crying, so it was okay.
But again, because of the audio issues and shit, like Busta was getting mad when he was performing because they were fucking up the audio.
But shout out to Buffalo. Oh, I said Buffalo. Busta Rhymes, yeah, he had Scarlet during when it was time for him to perform. He brought Scarlet out. He had Coil Ray out.
Well, we talking about the audio, John. The audio was bad because at one point I think he said, "Turn up the music."
Yeah, he was telling them like, "Yo."
No. But I was just talking about the overall performance when he started performing. I said shout out to him because he brought up the younger artists in the midst of his performance.
Because Busta's never been one of those niggas who feel like he gotta hold to this standard. He know who he is. He know what he brought to the table. He know he's been the creative.
Yeah, he stamped in this game and shit. And that's he was telling the young boys like, y'all niggas need to change y'all content. We need to get off this killing shit. Like, we got to get to the bag. We got to get to the money.
It's money for everybody.
So
I'm not glad that like that era Busta Rhymes comes from. His music was definitely survived, not have to do what everybody else was doing and doing his own thing and survived.
Oh yeah, Busta recreated himself multiple times and shit. Like Bust is heavily respected and his reputation and his resume is cemented.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying when I was watching. Like Bust would be a tough versus for a lot of people. Like if he was to ever do versus, that'd be a tough feat for a lot of people.
Right.
Bust got some shit.
Definitely does. He definitely does.
Again, like you said that night, his features he used to go on the feature and kill whoever he was on that feature.
Go crazy on the feature. Make you remember. I remember that song because of how Bust went crazy.
To be honest, that song "Look at Me Now" with Chris Brown, nobody really thinks about Chris Brown. They think about Busta's rap. Like,
Bust went crazy on that.
Look at Me Now. It's Chris Brown's song, right?
Yeah.
I really don't remember. That's why I asked. I really don't remember.
Yeah.
But when you talk about that song, everybody talk about Busta's part.
Yeah. That's what you remember from that shit. Bust going crazy on that shit. That's when you see the Look at Me Now challenge, it was niggas was challenging to see if they could do Busta's verse.
Right. And for him to still be able to do that shit was dope. Well, to me, it was dope.
So
That is just the capability. Like he could really like still do it and rap that speed, and it sounds clear as day.
yeah, Bus definitely that nigga. The Hip Hop Awards coming soon, so we're gonna make sure that Johnny know about that ahead of time. Hip Hop Awards.
Johnny be
23
full of
coming-
shit, yo.
coming soon.
Yo, I swear I did not know the BET Awards was on. I swear.
Nigga said he watched it on Nickelodeon because he didn't have BET.
That's a fact.
That's
a
crazy.
fact.
That's crazy.
That's crazy that Nickelodeon was playing.
Well, Nickelodeon ain't for kids no more.
It was on Nickelodeon. It was on VH1.
I know it used to be on VH1, BT, that other channel, MTV2 or one of them and shit. Like they all be simulcast all together.
Mhm.
But for it to be on Nickelodeon, that was crazy.
That's the first one that popped up. I was like, fuck, I'm watching it here. It was that's on Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
I'll say, I'm surprised that Bree was talking about favorite moments. You didn't give Chicago a shout out. Chief Keef performing on.
Oh yeah, I went crazy when Keith went up there. I got
all his stuff out.
Me and Dorian, we gotta do a Chief Keef sit down and shit, cause he don't know who Chief Keef is and shit. So one of these weekends, me and him gonna just sit down and listen to Chief Keef and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just I gotta put him on and shit. Mm-hmm. I feel like I've deprived him as a Chicago parent, as a parent from Chicago. I've deprived him of a great collection of music coming from the chief that is Keith. So
the chief that is Keith. But it was a cool war show. I feel like since it was the 50 years of hip hop, but also one thing about they labeled the Tiki part of the performance was trap music. That was the label they used.
But it's not trap, it's drill.
Yeah, but that was the label they put him in. BT.
I mean trap. I guess drill is a child of trap.
Could say that, but you could just say drill is just extreme version of gangster rap.
I think because of what we know drill to be now, they try to not highlight drill because of what drill is.
Saying you're gonna give the man his flowers, just know what you're giving his flowers for, or what everybody knows, like what he what was his role in that.
The Godfather drill.
Yeah. But it was a cool war show. Like I said, it was the 50 years of hip hop. I feel like they had a good amount of performances.
Mad Skills came up there, did a 50-year wrap up.
Yeah. Should have my man Uncle Murder do that shit.
Nah, Uncle Murder tried to steal Skills shit. That's Skills thing.
Nah, I'm sorry. He like I'm not no disrespect. I just like the way Uncle Murder do it.
Nah, Uncle Murder ain't got shit else to do, so he stole Mad Skills vibe. Mad Skills was the nigga who was doing the yearly wrap up before everybody else. Now Uncle Murder.
I used to love those fucking wrap ups. They were funny, but they were also real.
You know what it is? It's just Skills. I heard a couple of his yearly wrap ups. He be talking shit, but he don't talk shit like how Uncle Murder talks.
No, because Uncle Murder be clowning.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that plays a role in there. But shout out to both of them, man. But imagine him doing a 50-year wrap up.
No, Murder.
It wouldn't work because it could work because this 50 years of bullshit that he could talk about. Yeah, it's probably a positive.
Murder gonna be like the 80s niggas was all dope heads and shit. Like,
wait, you know,
this nigga a dope head now.
Did y'all see a
crackhead now?
What was her name? She was rapping, but she was sitting right next to the pastor.
Big Sexy Red was singing Pound Town in front of and by the pastor and shit. Talking about her booty hole brown and shit. In front of the man of God.
That's horrible. What was I say? Oh, I don't know, from like the few performances I've seen, I feel like all Ice Spice's performances, that has to say it.
You said the same thing. Ice Spice was performance.
Because I think she's still learning how to be a performer. She
Yes,
still
yes,
looks
it's
she
still
still
robot.
looks stiff up there. Like I'm a move like
She
out of
goes to
all
go
of them.
she do a little dance and
Yeah,
then
she
goes
do a
to-
little dance. She walk around. But I appreciated her performance more than all the other girl rappers because they ass with Jazz. They wasn't rapping.
Mhm.
So at least she rapped her songs. They all just trying to dance and 1 and 2 and choreography. Where she like I do my pace back and forth. I lift my dress a little bit, shake my ass a little bit, and I go back and forth. Like at least she focused more on the rapping
Right.
than she did the choreography. Whereas the other ones focused more on the choreography and they wasn't rapping at all.
Oh, yeah.
But she still new. She looked at awkward. Gorilla looked at awkward. Like
Because why they had her in that outfit?
yeah, it looked at like, and again, they only showed like 4 awards. Like
I was gonna get to that. This award show was strictly performance based. It was barely.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
Because like I saw online when they were announcing the awards and the nominations and shit. I'm like, where these niggas at? Like, where the awards at? Where they go through the best group, best male artist, best female artist, best new female
Nah, they do that
artist.
online now.
Yeah, they do all of that online and
That's
off
stupid.
camera.
And
Where they
also speaking of that, you've seen they said Death Row was the best rap crew. Like BT started like a whole thing. And it was like a bracket system, and basically. I don't know if they did it through like voting or it was like they broke it down like they had like their own group of people break it down. But it was like a countdown to the award show, and on the award show announced that Death Row was the best rap crew of hip hop all time. Best rap crew.
I ain't
Agree.
mad at that. I'm not
Disagree.
mad at it. I don't agree, but I ain't mad at it.
Death Row.
I feel like Rockefeller. I feel like Rockefeller is the greatest rap crew. But I'm talking about when it comes to like when it's synonymous in hip hop, I think Death Row definitely like their moment was a lot larger than anybody. So I ain't mad at it. Death Row, NWA, like, and that's kind of tied together with Pac and Snoop. I ain't mad at it.
I'm just gonna have to look at the bracket and see how the bracket played out.
Yeah. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I can't really argue it much. So when it comes to like history wise, definitely a lot of history with the Death Row. So I ain't mad at it.
So, anything else I liked about the BET Awards?
No, that's all I didn't.
So I thought it was alright, trash.
It was decent, but it could have been a whole lot better. I've seen better.
Yeah.
Production wise should have been better. Audio should have been better. And I just wanted to see more awards.
Right.
I want to see more awards.
You know, it's crazy. I'm all for awards, but I actually like that they had a good amount of performances. I actually like that aspect.
Yeah, but I feel like they could have still had that. It's like it was so much dead air.
Right.
It was a lot of like dead space in this, where it's like a lot of ads, a lot of fucking commercials. Like it was just a lot of shit going on where that could have been 4 awards. You get what I'm saying? Like this shit seemed like for it to not have all the aspects of the award shows previously, this shit felt longer than a lot of the old episodes, a lot of the old award shows that had multiple performances, that had multiple awards, they had multiple acknowledgments and shit. Whereas that 3 hours didn't feel like 3 hours. This shit, I was like, man, when is this shit gonna be over?
That's it.
Like straight
it
up.
felt like it was.
They definitely went over their time.
And went way over the time. And it wasn't like good for them to go over the time. It wasn't like they had these crazy great moments.
Right.
Like they ain't have much. There wasn't many highlights from this.
It wasn't.
No host to like crack jokes
where
and
the
shit.
fuck was the
Like
host?
they ain't even have a host. Like
I want to say all award shows need a host. It helps out.
yeah, they have a host to like to make it just tolerable. They just went from person to person. That's probably why it felt so long. Because they didn't have a host. Where Deion Cole at?
What? Shit, they could even got Monique.
They could have got somebody. That's probably what was missing. The host. They didn't have a host.
I definitely can understand, but hey, it is what it is, man. Road shows is what it is nowadays. Maybe we lowered our expectations and it'll get better for us.
Yes.
Just lower it a tad bit. But with that being said, that's a wrap on this brand new episode of Another City Opinion Podcast. Your boy John, my co-host Bree, and my guy Dev in the back.
Yo.
We out.